is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we rank all of their records from worst to best. We give our biggest banger and biggest stinger from each of them, and we try to have a good time doing it. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's all I have for the boring intro. So this week, we are doing the Bouncing Souls, classic punk band from New Jersey. And they have, what are we doing? 13 records, 12 records? Fucking hell. Now I don't even remember. 11 records.
11 records. No, 12
11 records. No, 11. Did I miss a record? Did I miss a record? You did.
Yep, it's 11. It's 12. It's 12. It's 12.
Oh, no. What did I miss? Are you sure?
Do you have The Good, the Bad, and the Argyle?
I do have that, yeah.
Do you have Volume 2?
Volume 2 is not a record.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. I didn't rank it. It's like a comp, isn't it?
I mean, so is The Good, the Bad, and the Argyle, but you ranked that one.
I didn't.
So it goes from the Boardwalk, and you ranked that one.
I did not do Volume 2.
Okay, that's fine. It's my worst album anyway, and it'd be yours also, so that's fine. I can run through it. And
no, it's an acoustic record, so it's like an acoustic comp.
It's an actual record. It's the actual output. It was released.
Yeah, but it's an acoustic comp.
It doesn't matter.
It's not a record. No.
The Good, the Bad, and the Argyle is a compilation. Goes from the Boardwalk.
But they consider it. But they consider those records not.
They consider this a record.
No,
the band considers this a record.
Well, it's not. So
gotcha.
Because these are already songs that were on other records. You know, Ghost on the Boardwalk wasn't on another record.
Yes, it was.
Those songs, they were on EPs and digital singles, but they were not on another record like this.
Just because you didn't do your homework, then don't blame the Bouncing Souls.
Please. I blame them. So anyway, I didn't rank Volume 2. So let's go with number 11. What's your number 11? Oh yeah, so biggest banger, biggest stinker from each of these. And I don't know, I guess that was it. So then what is your biggest banger? What is your biggest stinker from Volume 2 since we're all of a sudden we decided doing this one?
I didn't know when you were going to stop talking. What do you got?
No,
I'm going.
Well, there was a pause, and usually when there's a pause, that's when the other person starts talking.
Go.
But it's fine. I don't always have to say go. You know, you're not. I mean, I didn't think you were like a dog. I thought you would know to go. But you know, I guess.
Do you tell your dog go? When would you ever tell your dog go?
No, I mean like giving somebody commands or giving a dog a command. That's
you just
what I'm
like like repetition. That's why you give threes every single week.
I don't get threes every time. That's why I thought
you like to do go every single week. I don't know. I guess we're changing here.
Well,
even though this week's going to be a 3, so
I don't know about that, dude. Okay, so yeah, so Volume 2. What's your banger, stinker? What do you love about this record?
We should have did it with Pitbulls and the Gangnam Styles. And what did we do last week? Oh, the Trays. Oh, that was easy though. We haven't done the 6 Degrees of Tom DeLonge in a while.
Oh, that's true. We haven't. Yeah, you're right.
Did you do that one?
Many months. No.
I did all of my homeworks.
Jesus Christ! So you connected the Bouncing Souls to Tom DeLonge in 6 Degrees or Less.
Correct.
Go.
Brian Keeneland, bass player for Bouncing Souls, also in Beach Rats, little punk side project that he did several years back with Bad Religion guitarist Brian Baker. Mm-hmm. Brian was in Bad Religion with Brett Garrett's.
Yes.
Brett, I didn't know this though, but Brett helped produce the band The Matches, their second record called Decomposer. And some of the other producers on there were Feldy and Mark Hoppus.
Oh, okay. There you go.
What's funny is like I have a couple stickers from that specific record, and like we have seen The Matches one time. I think they opened for Yellow Card at the Soma. I don't know if that's what it we. I don't know if you were at the Yellow Card show in Soma.
No.
Yeah,
I've only seen Yellow Card the one time.
The Yellow Card or the matches opened for the Yellow Cards, and they were fun to watch, but it was kind of annoying. So maybe that's where I stole the stickers.
I remember nothing about the Matches, just the name, but maybe they were just like some kind of boring pop punk emo band. Yeah, that's kind of maybe what I remember from them.
But their second record, Feldy produced not the whole record, but like they was like certain songs. But Brett produced a couple songs, Feldy produced a couple, and then Mark produced a couple songs. So that was my. That's my degrees.
That's your 6 degrees.
Got degrees. Look at these. Kiss my knees. Eat some bees. So my number 12, if we did 12. because that's what we were supposed to do.
Which
But even like I guarantee. That's my Stone Cold Steve Austin impression. I guarantee your number 12 would have been Volume 2.
Probably
This is their like reimagining of their catalog as acoustic songs, but of course it's not fucking acoustic, dude. Like I wish it was just a recording of an actual live show. Like why can't we just do that? Like one time in like the late 90s, early 2000s, they were playing a show in Ottawa, and like the power went out at the fucking venue, just like done, and like it was just not going to turn back on. It was damn hot water music, and so they went to the back alley. And for the fans that stayed, they played just a strictly acoustic set, and like that's the kind of thing that I would want to hear. But I guess the best song would be "Say Anything." It's the closest to like a true acoustic song on the record, and the worst is "Argyle." Like that song does not translate to acoustic at all. And even like some of the interviews I read, where like the band was like, "Yeah, like we wanted to do this as an acoustic song, but it just was not working, so we had to add drums to it." It's like, dude, like why do you have to do something like this as
you
acoustic?
don't have to do it.
You don't have to do it. Very annoying. That's the only Bouncing Souls record I would never own.
The only one you wouldn't own? Is that what you said?
Just because like everything else after this has a couple good songs here and there, and like it's still good. It's still good.
I mean, I have most of these records on vinyl, but I mean a few of them I wouldn't get or get again, I should say, for some of them. But
some I've had and got rid of.
Yeah. So then let's get into number 11. What's the 11th worst Bouncing Souls record? Banger, stinker. What do you got? Go.
Their 10th record, Simplicity from 2016.
That's their worst?
Yeah. This is
That's wild, man.
For me, this is like the easiest forgotten Souls record. And like it's not even bad like at all. There's a theme on this record of just like shouty fun all over that I think is actually really, really fun. But this record, like for me, this record is like Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11 when he tells Matt Damon when he's posing as like the gambling guy, and he's like, listen, you have to get this person to like immediately like you, and then when you leave, immediately forget you, and like that's the perfect like sum up for this record. It is really, really good. And songs like Euphoria, like fucking banger, dude. Euphoria, absolute banger, absolute fucking banger.
Okay.
But the problem is, Linda, a lot of these songs are pretty forgettable. Put in like the scope of the Bouncing Souls, and besides Volume 2, I don't think the Bouncing Souls have even made like maybe like a handful of bad songs. Maybe like 5 bad, like I would say maybe even stinker songs. Other than that, everything's at least good. Like it's enjoyable.
I would agree. Yeah, for the most, I would say like 98% of their music is at least good.
Yeah,
they have very, very few actual stinkers. That's true.
Simplicity is just, it was like, to me, it's forgettable. But I would still fucking buy it because Euphoria is a fucking banger. And like my worst song was Gravity because he does these like high pitched oohs, like these. That is just weird, and like that's not the way Greg does like cheesy ballads. Like, bro, like you do good cheesy ballads. Like, just stick to what you know. Like, if you want to church it up a little bit, But that's just, don't do that.
All right, I'm surprised. Surprised to see Simplicity at the bottom. All right, so my number 11 then is Ghost on the Boardwalk, their 8th record from 2010. I would not get this on vinyl. I would not.
That's crazy.
This record is
bangers on Ghost on the
There's
Boardwalk.
a couple good songs. No. There are a few bangers on.
There's at least 4 bangers on the Ghost on the Boardwalk.
There's 2. I mean, there's 2 beyond bangers on this record for sure.
That's true.
But in the end, there's nothing terrible on this on Ghosts on the Boardwalk. But I mean, overall, this is like mid-tempo Bouncing Souls. I mean, this is what they've been doing the last 15 years or so. Are more mid-tempo for them. Not a whole lot of punk stuff on this record either. And in the end, this record is comprised of digital singles that they put out the year prior, a couple 7 inches they had put out as well, and they compiled them all onto this particular record. But in the end, nothing really bad on here. It's just more in the vein of like the Gold record with a lot of mid-tempo stuff. Some really catchy melodies, which is good too. But just the energy's not there, man. The energy's not there. They're getting older. You could tell they're kind of tired of doing the really punky stuff, which is fine too. I get it. People change. People grow up. But yeah, this album, I mean, you and I don't. But yeah, anyway, Ghost on the Boardwalk is my number 11. Oh no, I didn't get to my bangers.
Just
Banger.
like you couldn't just let that one hang on. Like you
No.
had to fucking say something.
Yeah. Banger. Never Say Die When You're Young. I mean, Never Say Die is like the punk. There's the first half of like the punk part of the song. Super fast, good throwback to the early stuff. And then the second half, When You're Young, is more the mid tempo stuff, but still really fucking solid. It's a great bang. It's a great song. Another banger, Badass. That's a true fucking throwback with the shouts and all the background vocals. It's so good. Stinker, Gasoline. I've never really liked that song. I would even put Gasoline in a possible.
Gasoline.
I might even throw that in as a stinker.
That's crazy.
An actual stinker within their whole
Give
discography.
some gasoline.
I've
Why?
never
Why?
liked the song. I think he's already over the top sometimes, but this is like peak over the top Greg vocally on this one.
Damn.
There's something about it. I don't like his vocals. It's the opener. It's the opener on the record.
Some gasoline.
Nah.
So catchy. I love Gasoline.
Because you're dumb. So what's your number 10?
I don't know about that. Number 10 is 10 Stories High. Their newest record. Their 12th record.
Okay.
Their true 12th record.
Their 12th record.
Same problem that we'll get into with like the gold record, but there's a lot of good songs here. There's just not a lot of standout songs, and some of the songs just kind of run into that mid-tier range to where I don't think they have an identity with themselves outside of like one or two bangers. And I think this one had less like beyond bangers for me than Simplicity, which I don't think any song on Simplicity is a beyond banger, but comparatively, like Euphoria, I think is a better song than anything on 10 Stories High. But I think 10 Stories High was just a stronger, like return to form punk sound than Simplicity was, and it was fun, and it was still fucking catchy. Like Vin and Casey, like that's my banger. This one was cool because it had the Kevin from 7 Seconds as the guest vocalist, and it was just a nice like supplement to Greg. It wasn't like this back and forth. It wasn't this contrast. It was like, hey, let me just come in, bring Greg up a little bit, and just add like a little bit of dynamic. And it's just a good fast punk song. And, it's solid. And then True Believer Radio, that's my stinker, because like fuck off, dude. Like don't name a song after your biggest hit just because you think people are going to randomly click on Spotify the wrong song to boost those numbers up. That's cheesy.
It's kind of lame, yeah.
It's very lame.
All right. That's what you got. 10 Stories High.
I can't believe you hate Gasoline, dude. Gasoline's
Gasoline's
Game of Gasoline.
Such a bottom tier Bouncing Souls. All right, so my number 10, the Gold record, 7th record from 2006. This is the last song they did on Epitaph, and I mean the Gold song is one of like their greats. Like this is a top 10 song for the Bouncing Souls, and we'll get into our top 10 songs at the end of this episode, because we did compile that. But yeah, otherwise, you know, it's chock full of mid-tempo stuff, which is not bad because I mean, they're really good at making those songs, but you know, just because of that, they're just better records. They make better fast music than they do ballad mid-tempo stuff. But this record's full of it, and I just feel like the songs don't hit as hard as, let's say, Comet or fucking Anchors Away at Time or Simplicity or
Donner.
Things like that.
Blitzen.
So the Gold record is my number 10. I know people really love this record, but it's not for me. Banger, like I said, the Gold song, that's a top 10 fucking Bouncing Soul song. But stinkers, I got 2 on this one.
Do it.
The Pizza song, I don't like the Pizza song. And another song, you're going to hate me for it.
Don't say Lean on Sheena. Don't say
Lean on Sheena, man.
Don't
Lean on
say it.
Sheena.
Don't fucking say it.
I've never liked Lean on Sheena.
Lean
Never.
on Sheena.
I just don't like that song.
Lean to me a lot.
I would say that's also like a bottom tier.
Okay. I see what's happening here. I didn't get the fucking memo. Just like you didn't get the memo about we're doing all 12 of the records, I didn't get the memo that we're just saying stupid fucking dumb shit. So I get it.
It's true. I don't make the rules, man. I don't make the rules.
That's not even the rule. You just say that like as like a pass, or like I can just say where the fuck I want, and just say like if some Donald Trump can just start saying no, I don't make the rules. Wrong. I don't make the rules. You can say whatever the fuck you want. What does that even mean? Lean on Sheena's a stinker? Like that's stupid.
It is. I don't like the song. I know the band loves it. I know a lot of fans love the song, and I know they love this record too. But I think it's a weak song. I think "Lean on Sheena" is a weak song.
Lean on Sheena.
Especially when you have
the
Beyond banger that the Gold song is.
It's a weak
It's
song.
fucking really weak.
But it's nowhere fucking near a stinker. Nowhere
like
near.
it's almost skippable. It's almost skippable. It's almost skippable. Yeah.
You're being crazy right now.
So the gold record, I would never get this on vinyl. I would get the gold song like if there was a 7-inch of it, but I would never get this on vinyl. So yeah, what do you got for number 9? Go.
The gold record. Their seventh record. And yeah, the problem with this record is the gold song. Like that is the problem with this record. You take out the gold song, it might be like a different dynamic. But when you hear the gold song as the opener, it never recovers. And like, how could you, dude? How could you? And that is a top 10 or Bouncing Soul song. Well, that's not the same band, dude. Well, it's like no other song even comes absolutely close to that. I also think like this is like the most generic output with like a lot of these songs just having like just not a lot of personality to them. But it's also a record where they kind of needed to do something different because like Greg was like just over the party scene altogether, but the guys were still partying and doing their thing. And so this is the first time where we see like the Bouncing Souls be like Letters to Iraq, like kind of be
That's
that,
a pretty cool song though. That's better than Lean on Sheena. That's better than Lean on.
Like Letters to Iraq for me is bottom 5 Bouncing Soul song.
Come on.
Like that's just it's stupid. It's cheesy. It's low hanging fruit. Like fuck off, dude. You've never done it. Until now.
It's low hanging fruit. Yeah.
And like you didn't even do it well. And like what the fuck does that even mean? Like that's just it. No, it's stupid. That song sucks. But yeah, my banger is the gold song. The worst song is the pizza song. The pizza song sucks, man. It's not a very good song. And you're right. A lot of people like this record, like a lot. To the point where when the Bouncing Souls will do those 2 different nights where like the first night it's like gold record and Ghost on the Boardwalk or whatever it was, like people would go to these ones more than they would like we're doing.
And we went to that one, remember?
Because that was the only option though. That was our only option.
Yeah.
And then we went there late, and we got late there. I remember how pissed off. Like fuck, we missed the only good song that we wanted to see.
I know, it's true. It was still a fun show, but
still a fun show.
We went to go see their 2 worst records.
Yeah. But sometimes you take what you can get, and that's fine.
I know. And we've seen them over 20 times, so it's not like,
But yeah, gold record. It's funny because you can buy. I think it's only been pressed once, and it's on the picture disc, and you can buy it on Amazon for like $20.
Oh, that's sad. But for the one song,
it's a good fucking song, dude.
I know the gold song is it's such a banger, man.
And Lean on Sheena's good. I like Lean on Sheena, so
because you're dumb, but it's okay.
Well, brat.
It's okay.
That's what you're a brat. You're being a brat right now.
You're being a brat.
Okay, don't be a brat.
All right, so that you good with your number 9?
Yeah, good.
All right,
Great.
9 for me. 10 Stories High, 11th record from 2023.
Then you love that simplicity, don't you?
I mean, honestly, there's nothing wrong with this album at all. A lot of catchy songs. It has a lot more of the mid-tempo stuff, which it's fine. I mean, Comet, like I said, Comet Simplicity did it well. But it doesn't have the same energy. It doesn't hit quite as hard. I feel like they just need that kind of kick in their ass with the band at this point because they need more energy. I get it. They're older guys now. They're in like their mid to late 50s. They're older, but damn, you need some ass kicking, man. Ass kicking songs, and there's not one good ass kicking song on this record, which whatever. It's fine. It's a good record. There's literally really nothing wrong with it. I wouldn't get this on vinyl. I never had it on vinyl, but I think you can get it for like $15 or some shit like that.
Super cheap.
Yeah. Banger, Back to Better. Just one of the better songs. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about it. Stinker, 10 Stories High, the opener, title track. This song is almost like in the vein of the cheesiness that is Gasoline. Yeah. Like it's just
a weak opener,
cheesy
especially for the title track. It's a weak opener.
Yeah.
Give me some gasoline.
Exactly. So what do you got for number 8?
Ghost on the Boardwalk.
About damn time.
Like we talked, it's not a real record. It's a compilation of songs from the anniversary series. Blah 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 blah. The record does feel broken up, like sequence wise, because of that. Like the super catchy punker tunes are together, and like the slower jams are together, and like that's just dumb. And I also wish the slow songs were acoustic because, like when they do Ghost on the Boardwalk live, it's just Greg and like everybody else walks off stage, and like it's not like the encore thing or whatever. Like we know we're only halfway through the set, but it's just Greg and acoustic guitar singing Ghost on the Boardwalk, and that's a fucking banger. When he does it by himself, it's an absolute beyond.
It's
banger.
different, yeah. It's so different.
It's a different dynamic. It's totally different. and that's like harkening back to the Volume 2 thing. Like they do acoustic things well because they're earnest when they do it, and that's why we like the Bouncing Souls is because they are earnest. When they do shit like this, it's just fucking dumb. But yeah, there's some fucking good songs in this one. I do like Gasoline a lot. It's a banger. But Badass, that was my banger this week.
That's so good.
Dude, perfect throwback to like maniacal self-titled era, goofy fast punk shit. That's just like a ton of fun. Doesn't really mean anything. Big Eyes was my least favorite. Boring.
So then my number 8 is The Good, the Bad, and the Argyle. First record from '94. In the end, more of a compilation.
This. Gotcha.
It is. So in the end, this is more of like a compilation of some of the early 7-inches, EPs, the Argyle EP, things like that. So it's disjointed.
Okay, but not Ghost on the Boardwalk.
There are some, because these songs are way better than Ghost on the Boardwalk songs. That's why
you're ranking this one, but you're not ranking Ghost on the Boardwalk.
I'm just explaining what the little story behind this record. So there are some songs that are a little bit disjointed, lesser quality, production wise, and it stands out. I mean, some of the melodies just aren't as good as some other songs, and it's because it's a comp essentially. But the band does consider this their first record, so we got to respect that. We have to respect that, much like we respect Blink when they say that Buddha is their first record when it's really just a demo. We respect it because we respect the band. Do you understand? That rhymed.
Are we just gonna keep going here? Like Shooter McGavin and Happy Gilmore.
But in the end, it's a killer album. A lot of goofy stuff, which is fine. That's what they did in the early years. But I mean, this is amateur. It's amateur hour, and it's fun. I dig it, man. I totally dig it. I have this on vinyl. Like everything from here on out, I have on vinyl. I do really like this record. I do go back to it every once in a while. It's fun. It's a fun throwback. Banger. These are the quotes from our favorite 80s movies. I fucking love this song. It's like a fast one.
Mid-tier at
no
best.
way, dude. No, this is a killer fucking song. Some killer bass lines too.
Proven.
And there's a shit ton of the Vandals sounding shit on this song. I like this song a lot. Stinker, Lay Him Down and Smack Him Yak 'Em. Just slow, soft.
Smack him, yak him.
Slow, soft kind of song. Just unnecessary. Who needs it? Who needs it on this record?
Nobody
I know
needs
I
it.
don't. So my number 8, The Good, the Bad, and the Argyle from the Bouncing Souls. What do you got for number 7? Go.
Anchors Away is my number 7. Their 6th record. 03.
So annoying. I didn't know you had this on vinyl. Okay.
Please, I have all of
Good
them.
boy.
Plus more.
Good boy. Good
Plus
boy.
more. Plus
Good
more.
boy.
I have more vinyls on for the Bouncing Soul than you can possibly imagine. I have ones they haven't released yet. I have like
Oh. Okay.
I have stuff that they're working on right now. They just sent me to me today. Actually, got them.
Did you get that United 7-inch?
No.
No. Song's good, but
shit.
it's not like $25 good. After shipping, it's like $25.
Had I gone to the show tonight, like it would. I mean, it's only 8:00.
Yeah, the Bouncing Souls are playing tonight in Arizona, and they are playing in California tomorrow night.
Well, they're playing like fucking halfway to California tomorrow night.
They're playing out in Joshua Tree
Middle
tomorrow night.
fucking nowhere, which would be a cool ass show to go to.
It would be, yeah.
But
It
that's
would
like,
be.
where the fuck would we stay, right? Like, where are we going to stay around there? Like, was there a hotel? I've never been to that place. It's just in the middle of the fucking desert.
Yeah, Joshua Tree is like 2 hours from where I live. So 4-hour drive for Jeff, 2-hour drive for me. There you
I
go.
wouldn't be opposed to it. It's just, what the fuck? I don't know. Anyway, Anchors Away, a kind of darker and different kind of output for these guys. 6 records deep. Like Brian wrote a lot of these sad stuffs here because he was just going through a breakup, and it was this big thing for him, and he was a sad boy. But the band's also playing around with different like kind of structures they don't usually mess around with too much. Usually they kind of like straightforward, and the way they structure their songs has been kind of the same until like Hopeless Romantic, which is a little bit different. And the next big leap for them, I think, is this record. This is as they call a grower, not a shower. Like this is one you kind of got to listen to a little bit more often. And then you kind of like, okay, I get it. A little bit more complex. And when we say like complex and stuff, these guys aren't that complex. But for them, this might be their most like underrated, more complex record that you got to give it another listen. Like in true Joe Meyer fashion, just give it 10 more listens and you'll like it. So I know. Like the reason I love Bouncing Souls is going to be a lot of my banger. So Sing Along Forever is my banger. Like this is the
Sing
the type of song.
forever.
This is like the reason I like the Bouncing Souls is because they just do fucking catchy ass songs that you can sing along to, that you know when you're at the show, like everyone's gonna be there and everyone's gonna be happy and everyone's gonna be singing along to the same thing, and just it's just positive vibes, dude. Just positive vibes, dude. I'm From There was my least favorite song. It's just a closer, and I feel like whenever I like a record a lot and I don't have a true like stinker or worse song, I just pick the closer unless the closer is an absolute banger. So that was my default. It's the closer. That's it.
All right. So do you have anything else on Acres Away?
I do not. That was it.
No.
That's it.
All right. So my number 7 is Simplicity, 10th record from 2016.
Euphoria.
There you go.
That
is my banger, by the way.
I know.
Yeah, Euphoria is my banger.
Banger for song.
This is the first record with George Rebello on drums, and this is the kind of a joint release by them too with Rise Records and their own label, Chunksaw Records, dude. Chunksaw. And John Seymour produced it. He actually was the producer on How I Spent My Summer Vacation and Acres Away. So it does have that kind of like more pop punk feel, faster songs, great fucking melodies on this record, but it's a little bit more raw. Like the production it's just not as poppy and hard hitting as their more recent releases up to this point. But Simplicity is great, man. It has some great fucking songs, great fucking melodies. They're fast songs for the most part. Yeah, they have their normal mid-tempo Bouncing Souls songs, but it's a killer record. I have this on vinyl. I never got rid of it. The only Bouncing Souls I ever got rid of was the Crucial Moments EP, because it's like you already have Simplicity. You don't need Crucial Moments.
It's true.
It's kind of more the same. So I did get rid of that EP. But yeah, Simplicity. I think this is like $7 on the Rise Records
during
website.
like Black Friday, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was Black Friday of 2020.
Yeah.
It was like right when we
do it
started
every year
collecting.
though. That's what I was saying. Like this next Black Friday, I'm probably going to buy it for like $7. Probably pick it back
super
up again.
cheap. So Simplicity, it's a great fucking record. Ton of energy. I dig it. And so I said, yeah, Banker.
Bankers.
Jesus Christ. Banger is
Banker.
Euphoria. Stinker though, Satellite. Satellite sucks. It's really not that great of a song.
Teenage Satellite.
Yeah, Teenage Satellite by Blink-182 off California from 2016. Yes. Same year. Actually, those records came out the same year. But Satellite, not a good song. It's just a bad ballad. Bad ballad. BB. So what do you got for BBL? What do you got for number 6? Go.
Number 6, The Good, the Bads, and the Argyles is their first record. Not really the first record, but whatever. To even think like, because this actually kind of is their first record, because it was compiled from 7 inches and EPs and stuff like that, but it was compiled by them as a band and put into one output to show everybody, right? To show the world, like, here we are, we're a band, we're touring, here's our first record. So the band did put effort into putting this out, and like in the doc, and you saw like Brian and stuff like cutting and pasting cassette tapes together that had all the songs on it. So yeah, it's their first record. But to think like, had you never heard the Bouncing Souls before, never heard of these guys, the first song you would have heard is "I Like Your Mom." Like the first track on the record, right? And that's a fucking banger of a song, dude. Absolute banger of a song. Like that's cool because, dude, they're still going strong. Like 30 fucking years later, and they still play that shit live, and like everybody fucking knows it. That's wild stuff. But it's a couple demos and stuff. It doesn't showcase who they are. It showcases kind of like who they are, like in heart, but not like musically. It's still very like unpolished, very unfocused. It's just a bunch of fucking demos and EPs, whatever.
Yeah.
Joe Lies, that's my biggest banger. It's just because like that song is wild. The doom doom doom, how it starts and like where it goes, and like what are you guys doing here? You guys have no business of being like a legit. Like if you base their entire career off of Joe Lies, they had no business like selling out like bigger venues like they do, because Joe Lies is not a great song, but it's not. God, it's got so much personality to it.
And they in the documentary they talk about like that was like the game changer for them. That was the song that made them realize like we're like a real band. Like we could write good songs.
Yeah.
But in the end it's not that great of a song.
It's not a great song at all.
Yeah.
But damn, it's got heart, man. But my worst song is Candy. That's a dumb cover.
Yeah, it's a dumb cover. Yeah.
I never liked that song, and I don't like that cover. So
what was the other cover? The last song? That one's not very good either. What the fuck is the song? There's another cover on it. Can't remember though. But
I know what boys like. I know what
Yeah,
boys
yeah.
like.
That's- I don't,
I know what they want.
that's a dumb cover too. Don't
That's
like it.
stupid.
Don't like it. All right, so number 6, Good, the Bad, and the Argyle. Sounds good. What is that all you got?
That's all I got.
All right, so my number 6. Ready for this one? You ready for this one?
Say something stupid. Probably
Hopeless Romantic.
self-titled. Whoa!
Hopeless Romantic. Yes, 4th record from 1999. This one dropped quite a bit. I still love
crazy.
this record.
That was
I
like
do
your
love this
favorite
record.
for like a while.
It was. I really used to like this record a lot, but
God,
man,
comments. If you put comment number, no, you put comment 3.
But yeah, this one just did not really hit with me that hard this week. Still dig it, still really like it. But I mean, this is a transition record for me with them because they're experimenting more with their styles, doing a lot more mid-tempo stuff. A lot of the energy's gone. And then after watching the documentary, you see that this is the last album that Shal, the drummer, was on. And he was completely disconnected from the rest of the band. He was having like a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
This is like the beginning of his mental breakdown, which got so fucking bad on this tour after the record came out. And this record just kind of shows like it was just, they seemed like kind of like a lost band. There's some great hooks, some great fucking songs in here, like beyond fucking bangers on this record. But overall, it's a little bit lackluster in the grand scheme of their discography. I really like it, but there's not quite enough energy to keep me like going back constantly. But I do have this on vinyl. I do really love this record. Banger, Monday Morning Amp Brigade, or Hopeless Romantic, the title track.
The weekend I didn't get played. Monday Morning Amp Brigade.
I couldn't pick a favorite. I mean, those two songs.
Fuck it all. No regrets. I'm going out and you can bet.
The songs are so different from one another, but they're just so fucking good.
The next part, I know what he says, but like this, take it back now to the mouth, I'm a show shot,
I know.
rocking the microphone. So good. And the
It's
drums are
fucking great.
Oh, fucking
Yeah.
it. What are you?
I love this. What are you talking about? It's like a beyond. These are beyond bangers right here.
But like
these are
the
beyond
fact that
bangers.
you're putting Comet above Hopeless Romantic is nuts.
Yeah.
You're being one of those, like whenever you read like best of lists, like you're that guy. Everyone's like, dude, just stop. Edgelord Tyler coming in hot. Here we go.
Okay, Skip. Okay, Mr. Skip
Alrighty.
calling me an edgelord, Skip thinking he's all fucking edgy, calling me an edgelord. The fuck out of here, Skip.
Go fuck it.
The fuck out of here. The fuck out
So
of here. Don't you dare call me an edgelord again. Anyway,
Good.
Hopeless Romantic, my number 6. Stinker, bullying the jukebox. This song's
Bully
stupid.
in the jukebox.
This
Cause
song's
it's
so
fun.
dumb. This is like a cheesy Green Day Dropkick Murphys song. It's just so fucking cheesy, man. I sometimes I'll skip this song. Sometimes I'll skip it. So it's my number 6.
Don't skip that song ever.
Well,
Went
I
up
do.
to the bar and I put in $20 because I know people's taste in music sucks.
All right, what do you got for number 5?
Number 5 is Comet. That's
All right.
fine. It's their 9th record.
fine.
This
Cool
really
Toss
is.
girl.
This is. Oh, don't get me started, baby girl. This is top tier souls here. It doesn't. The only thing it misses is nostalgia. That's it. Like it just does not. It does not have the nostalgia my top 4 does. But like fuck, man, this opens up so fast and aggressive, and it never lets up on momentum. Even the slower songs are incredibly catchy. They got Bill Stevenson on this one. He produced this in the blasting room, so it does have like a pretty like hard old school punk edge to it. And it's a clean 30 fucking minutes with 10 songs.
I know.
Like,
I know.
god damn. Longer songs, but a little bit more like fleshed out and worked out. And the band, like whenever you, like, because Pete had ranked his records at one point, and he put this one not low, but like lower than I would have put it, and I did put it. And he thinks that it's because these songs aren't like fleshed out. He said it's kind of like their self-titled kind of stuff. Like they're just kind of like
Not
demos and
fleshed out.
stuff,
These
and-
songs are like the most fleshed out songs they've
and
ever put out.
That's what I thought. I was like, dude,
Makes
Pete,
no
like,
sense.
bro, like you've never heard this record, bro. Like you were not.
Were you even there?
For this.
Were you even there?
I
Did
agree.
you even record?
That's why I was hoping they would come in today, because I would. Had they come into my shop today, promise you, I would have given them my fucking rankings and told them why, and it would have been funny. Hopefully, or they would have hated me. I don't know. But yeah, I think this record is actually really, really, really good. It's just there's no nostalgia here, so I can't I can't put it as my personal like top 4 because I don't. It's 2012, right? Like my Bouncing Souls love has already been cemented. Like by 2001, fucking it was already cemented. It was done. Like you would have to put out like the best record in the world to usurp my top 4. But this is fucking good. And yeah,
so good.
I don't care. My banger is Coin Toss Girl. This is like
Coin Toss Girl. I love the song. I don't want
to say this is my favorite, but this is definitely one of my favorite choruses they have ever done. I love this chorus. I think it's so catchy.
It's a great chorus.
And it's put together a little bit more interesting than normal, right? Like, caught in the air, we can do better. And then we kind of like let it off there for a minute, and then my coin toss girl. Like it's a
good pause. It's a good pause.
I just fucking love it too. And the whole like call it in the air. Like, what are we, like 12, right? Like, what do we play? Like, what are we flipping coins for teams here? I don't know, dude. Coin Toss Girl gets me every fucking time. And like, I really do want to choose other bangers for this record. I get really excited about this record because
no, it's such an underrated.
It really
record.
is.
Nobody
really
talks
is an
about
underrated record for them. And like again, because they don't talk about it either. Like they always act like this is not like their favorite record, but like DFA, dude, In Sleep, fucking Static.
Oh, yeah.
These are all absolute fucking bangers. DFA, man. Dude, this record's good. So if I had to pick one, it would be In Sleep.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I get it.
Like everything except for the chorus is just kind of like meh, but that chorus is so fucking good. That chorus
still a
is
killer
so
song.
good. Comet's good.
Yeah,
Comet's good.
Had
Comet come out like right after Summer Vacation, I think this might have like bounced off my number 4.
Yeah, I think people would love the record a lot more had it come out after Summer Vacation. I really, really think that.
There's no nostalgia with this, so
yeah, because it's really more in the vein of Summer Vacation than Anchors Away is.
Yeah.
But all right, so my number 5, The Bouncing Souls, self-titled record.
The Bouncing Souls.
Third album from 1997. I mean, I do absolutely love this record. I do have it on vinyl, but it's a disjointed record. It really is. The songs are very, very short. They're goofy. They're fun. But you can only get so far with the goofy and fun. And I don't know. The songs just aren't fleshed out. That's really what it comes down to. The songs aren't fleshed out, but they're still fucking incredible. And this was a hard one for me to rank because I really wanted to rank it higher, but the songs just they're not complete. And even when you watch the documentary, Pete talks about it. I think Pete and Brian both talk about it. They say, yeah, the songs were it's just a bunch of unfinished ideas. And really, the songs are like a minute, 20 seconds, 50 seconds, minute and 10 seconds. So it makes sense. But just a little bit too much goofiness to rank it higher than this. But I still fucking love it. I listen to this record all the time, and my banger is East Coast Fuck You. I mean, how can you not love this? This is a staple for their live set as well. And when they play this song, the whole fucking venue goes absolutely nuts. I mean, the pit gets so fucking insane. Stinker, Shark Attack. I mean,
what?
Come on. It's too dumb of a joke song. It's fun to listen to.
That's the song
it's fun
I quote
to quote
the most out of all fucking Bouncing Soul songs.
I quote it a lot too, but yeah, it's just a little too silly. So Shark Attack's my stinker, but I really do love this record. I also love the artwork, the simplicity of the artwork, the black cover with the yellow and red stripes across, just the band's name in the center. I just love it for how simple and clean and kind of not dark, but just kind of, I don't know, punk it looks. I can't even explain it. I love the artwork.
It's very like oi looking. It's very in that
there
kind
you
of like
go.
genre vein. It's it's cool. I mean, that's my number 4. My number 4 is Bouncing Souls. The Bouncing Souls. A lot of people, like you said, including the band, just like kind of like dog this one as this hodgepodge of ideas. But dude, you're a fucking punk band. Fuck off. Act like you don't put out songs that are 2 minutes long. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Whiny fucking brat. I think it's because like once Maniacal Laughter kind of like blew up and got way bigger than they probably thought, they realized that they can't just do it over and over and over because like as normal humans do, we like money and we want to work and we want to make more money and not have to fucking work at the mattress store to supplement like our band income. And so the Bouncing Souls output, this is like Maniacal Laughter B Team. This is like the B sides of it, but it's fucking good. So don't dog it, band guys. in that band.
I know.
I think it's honest. I think it's a super honest record. It plays more like a first record than it does a third record. I think this sounds more like the good and the bad than it does like its own thing. But it's fun. It's fun and goofy and silly in every way. Like, it's not fucking political. It's not about emotional wreckage. It's just like goofball punk, dude, with the great instrumentals. And like, dude, 16 songs in 30 minutes. Fuck out of here. Like,
it's so good.
Dude, so many bands would fucking just kill to put out something like this. You know what I mean? Like, just kill. And yeah, biggest banger, East Coast Fuck You. Absolutely just bonkers. It's an anthem. It's a crowd pleaser. It's East Coasters love it, right? Because it's a tongue-in-cheek thing. They're like, yeah, you're singing about East Coast. That's where we're from. West Coasters love it because, like, we actually do hate the East Coast and fuck that place. And everyone else loves it because they probably hate both coasts. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like everybody fucking loves it because it's just fun to, like, tell somebody who lives in the place that we're saying fuck you to, like, right to their face, and they're both happy about doing it. Oh,
God, and you know what's so cool about going to a Bouncing Soul show? If you've never been to a Bouncing Soul show, is that no matter how old you are, you're going to still want to get in the pit, and the pit's still going to be fucking crazy. I mean, when we go into the pit for them, we see people we see teenagers in there, we see people in their fucking 50s and early 60s circling in that pit. Like, the whole crowd just surges forward, and it's just this constant wave. You know how, like, when the crowd, like, surges and then you're just, like, not even really standing on the ground. You're just kind of like, you kind of like letting yourself go, and you're kind of just floating with everybody else. It's like this now. Yeah, it's such a cool feeling, and I love that feeling, man.
The pits at the Soul shows are like unlike any other pits for any band, because a lot of bands like will just try and be as aggressive as fucking possible, or they'll just be kind of like, it's kind of boring. But like the Bouncing Souls is almost like this unanimous decision by everyone. Like, you know what, we probably all have work in the morning, so let's not go 100, okay? Let's do like 85. And that's okay. Yeah. That's fine.
We don't need hardcore dancing. We don't need hardcore windmill dancing. Kicking. We don't need that. No,
let's just go in the pit. We can tell our friends tomorrow that we went in the pit, and we got to work in the morning. It's fine.
But then also it's like when you and I, me with Sloan, and then Mickey, we went to the Punk and Drublic Festival back in 2022.
Yeah.
Bouncing Souls played. Me first, and the Gimme Gimmes played, and then NoFX played. The Bouncing Souls had the biggest crowd reaction. They had the biggest, most fun pits. Like, compared to the other bands, the headliner band, like the crowd was bigger and way more fun than when NoFX came on 2 hours later.
Fat Mike mentioned it.
He did, yeah. He absolutely did, which is like, it's such a testament to this band and how fucking great they are, and how much the fans love them, and how much other bands love this band.
Yeah,
which we'll get into on the main episode too.
Because Fat Mike mentioned it and didn't shit talk afterwards, right?
No, he did not at all.
Because Fat Mike normally, if he hated the band, he's like, yeah, and those guys fucking suck. Like, fuck those losers or whatever. But he didn't say anything. He's like, I guess everybody went home at the Bouncing Souls. Okay. kept going. God damn it. Yeah, this record is so fucking good though, dude. It's so good. Like, even like the short song, like the Chunk song, right, with Timmy Chunks and
love the Chunk song.
Like, dude, this is I go on for days. The weakest song though, Holiday Cocktail Lounge.
Okay,
that's okay song.
It's okay song. You should have been Shark Attack, but okay.
Cocktail. No, Shark Attack's fucking great, dude. Shark Attack's a perfect closer. Because you got like the Bouncing Souls.
It's a joke song.
New Jersey mooches. They only go on tours looking at other people's food, and then the whole French thing too. Like they're in a band. They've been they say they're just homeless.
They've
people.
been to France.
They've been to France. It's the same thing. So it's dude, that's a perfect closer. It's a perfect joke song.
It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun.
That's a better joke song like closer than like shit like fucking Blink Tape, like Depends and fucking all the dumbass stuff.
Is your eye itch or something? What are you doing?
Yeah, it itchy.
Like, are you tired? Are you tired? Let's get the fuck out of here. How old are you? Are you 5? All right, my number 4 is Anchors Away, 6th record from 2003.
Oh my God, you haven't said Anchors Away. So number 3 is Karma. That's stupid.
Possible. It might be
stupid.
Anchors Away.
It better be. There's going to be hell to pay, Luke. I'll tell you that much right now.
There's going to be hell to pay.
Where the fuck is? Oh, it's over there.
All right, so yeah, Anchors Away. Their 6th album from 2003. The follow up to How I Spent My Summer Vacation. This record keeps with those pop punk melodies, the great fucking melodies from the previous record, but they do it in a grittier way. They do it in a little bit more aggressive way. They do it, in a very much darker way as well. Like, this is a very, very moody record. Brian had broken up with his longtime girlfriend of 8 years prior to the making of this record, so he did a lot of the songwriting on this one, and it's certainly a moodier record. Also, the production on it too. You listen to that fucking snare drum, man. It fucking cracks like crazy. Those guitars are super fucking gritty, but the melodies, the songs are all fucking there. Stop doing that with your eyes.
I know it itches. I don't want to itch my eye, and now because I'm gonna get yelled at for itching my fucking eyeballs.
I'm gonna yell at you because you keep blinking like an idiot. But no, this album is absolutely fucking killer. This is another one that people don't talk about enough. This one and Comet. I mean, they're truly underrated banger albums. I wish the band liked these records more. I wish fans liked these records more. But what are you gonna do? Banger. I got two bangers. I don't give a fuck. Blind Date. Blind Date is one of my favorite Bouncing Souls songs. It might be my favorite or second favorite. I don't know.
Favorite?
Depends on my mood. We'll get into it in a little bit. So Blind Date.
Putting that as your fucking number one is just outrageous.
I love Blind Date.
Outrageous.
Blind Date is so different. Blind Date is so different, and it's truly a standout song for them. It's one of the heaviest songs, if not the heaviest song they've ever put out, but not like a metal song. It's just like a really aggressive like punk song, but very, very catchy at the same time. It's hard to explain unless you hear it, but that bridge and that breakdown on that bridge is fucking brutal, man. It's so good. For a punk band like this, it's brutal. I do love Blind Date. I love Sing Along Forever as well. How can you not fucking love that song? Those are my two bangers. I don't care. Stinker, Night Train. It's not a bad song. It's a slower, almost ballad-like song that they ended up just doing better on Comet anyway. So, and in the end, it should have just been a strictly acoustic song. That's what Night Train should have been. It should not have been a full band. Just Greg and an acoustic guitar. That's it. That's all.
Yeah,
so,
I like it.
Anchors Away. Also, the best album artwork they've ever put out. Honestly, just really great artwork in general for any band. I love the artwork for Anchors Away. I fucking love this artwork. This is the kind of fucking art I want to hang around my house. I love this artwork so much. God damn, I love this dark ass shit like this old like 60s style like painting. Like this is the kind of shit, like this kind of artwork is kind of the kind of shit like my grandma had in her house before she died, like because her house like never changed for like 30-40 years, and she had these old cool ass paintings and shit, and that's what this album cover kind of reminds me of those paintings she had in her house. But yeah, I love the Anchors Away artwork.
Okay.
So what do you got for number 3? Go. We're almost done.
Top 3, baby. Hopeless Romantic. Fourth record, 99.
All right, that's way too fucking high. That's crazy.
This is I think when we did this, I think you ranked this number 1, dude. Like you ranked this so fucking high last time we did this.
No. I would never rank it number 1. Never rank it.
And like not only did you rank it number 1, you gave it a 3, of course.
No, I didn't.
This is a special record for them because it's
that episode is still up. That episode's still up.
Yeah,
you can go listen.
They can just go listen. I just listened to it today twice.
You
listened
did
to it twice.
You listened to it twice.
I did.
Yes.
I listened to front to back and then back to front in reverse. Got him.
That's a good idea.
Got him. This is that's so dumb.
It's so annoying.
Front to back and back to front. That's good. That's how you win an argument, dude. This is
how you wipe your ass, dude.
That's funny. This is like both their deepest and most vulnerable record, but also just like kind of straight up fucking stupid. There's a lot of parts in it that are just straight fucking stupid. We drink beer and wear Adidas, right? Like that's a dumb as fuck, but perfect timestamp. Like these are guys that are like trying to progress their music and trying to progress like their songwriting in a more deeper, complex way, but they just don't know how to do it. But you can tell they want to do it. They want to be here. So like that's why it's here. But yeah, I mean we did this on the pod, so I don't want to rehash like all of the stuff that we talked about probably ad nauseum for 2.5 hours on that episode. But Olé is my biggest banger because this is a song that like hooked me early on, and I think like how overrated this song is and goofy, and they never play it live. But they just don't fucking need to. They don't ever need to play the song live.
Because the crowd does it.
Because we do it for them.
Between every single song.
And sometimes for like even like before the band comes out, like when we know we kind of see them like setting up. Like I've been in crowds where we do this for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. and then before the encore hits, like it's a matter of like how loud is the Olay is how fast we're going to come back out for the encore. So it's like
true, yeah.
it's fucking wild, dude. It's
It is.
wild that the crowd just gets so involved in this. Undeniable, my weakest song, and really it's because of the red shoes. And I just the way he says red shoes over and over just fucking bothers me. Those red shoes.
So my number 3 is Comet, their 9th record from 2012. There you go. I love this record.
I thought you were going to try and be cute and be like, oh, it's
No, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
Hold on there, dude. I didn't say stupid. I said cute. I was saying you're trying to be cute. I know you're stupid, but you're trying to be cute.
Well, I am cute, dude. Well, I am cute, dude. So number 3, yes, Comet. This record deserves way more credit than it actually gets from the band, from the fans, and everything. This is just a perfect kind of pop punk record. Bill Stevenson from the Descendants, drummer from the Descendants, produced this record. It's punchy as hell. The production's fucking great. The songs are fucking great. The melodies are great. There's a lot of mid-tempo stuff on here, and they fucking perfected the mid-tempo stuff on this record. Shit that they were trying to do on Hopeless Romantic and Onward, but they fucking nailed it on Comet. Absolutely. The songs are great. And that's crazy that fucking Pete said that this album's full of a bunch of like unfinished songs and ideas and shit. That just doesn't make any sense. I thought
that was crazy.
Because this is really crazy. Out of all their records, this is the one album that sounds the most focused and has the most complete sounding songs on them. There's no real, outside of DFA, there's no real goofy songs on here. Everything is pretty serious, but in a good way, like in a mature way. They're still able to write great songs and be grown-ass adults about it. The melody's here, the energy is here. Even in the slower songs, the energy is fucking there. But then you start this whole album out with Baptized, which is my favorite song on the record.
So
I
good.
love
it's
Baptized.
Such a fucking banger.
I love Infidel too. Infidel's an absolute fucking banger too. But you start out with Baptized. That melody is top tier Bouncing Souls melodies right there. It's fast, it's quick. Yeah, it's not like fucking Here We Go fast, but it's a great fucking punk song, and some great lead guitar parts on that song too. It's this whole album's great. I only have nostalgia for this because I was listening to this album every single day, like when I was going to the gym, when I was out riding my bike a lot, when I was just like partying with friend of the pod Mike because we lived together at the time. So like this album was like the soundtrack for that year when I was living with Mike in Costa Mesa. This album was just always playing for me for like an entire year while we were living together. So it's just like I have this nostalgia for it because of that. So I have the nostalgia, and it's just in the end, it's a great fucking record. Stinker, if I had to choose one, In Sleep, still a great song, but it's still just kind of a mid-tempo thing. And this is also the last album with Michael McDermott on drums. So there you go. My number 3 is Comet, and that's all I got to say about that. It's a great fucking record. So what do you got for number 2? Go.
Don't talk about dogs banging on paws anymore. Number 2.
Dogs banging on paws?
Number 2. That's such a dumb fucking conversation. We just talked about it, right? Like,
you said dogs banging on paws.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Not dogs banging on doors.
Dogs banging on doors with their paws. Dogs banging on paws.
Banging on paws.
No, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right there, dude.
You stand corrected, yes. So what do you got for number 2? Go.
Number 2, How I Spent My Summer Vacations. Their 5th record, 2001.
All right. That's something, dude.
I mean, this is it. This is the entry point. Their biggest song comes from this record. This might be them at their peak, maybe. Long songs, like obvious ballads, fast stuffs, anthemic stuffs, goofy shit. It all works. It's all perfect. It all makes sense in like the sequence wise, and also just when we're doing a goofy song, like this is a goofy song, but it's not too goofy because we're trying to be taken serious, and like now we're a bigger band and we're playing bigger shows, making more money. It's just, and it's coming off the departure of Shaw, which makes this record even more impressive for me. It's just full of fucking energy. It's full of just this like chaotic energy. But it's also kind of like refined. Like everyone just reels it in, and they know when it's like Travis. It's like as if Travis Barker just like chilled, right? Like you can still be crazy, but just chill, dude. Mm-hmm. This is the college-bound big brother of maniacal laughter, is what this is. It's a perfect record. Spoilers.
It is.
My biggest banger is Manthem.
How can you go wrong with that song?
It's Manthem. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. That's a stupid good song.
She's my friend. She's my alibi.
Greg called me up, saying there's show
night. Do you want to go tonight? I'm giving my girl the night off. It's so dumb.
It's so stupid. I always think after that party, I always think, because I'm hanging out with Cyclops. That's all I always say. Even when we did this on the pod, and we like looked at the lyrics, I like purposely was like, no, I'm not going to learn that. I'm still going to say hanging out with Cyclops. And then Streetlight Serenade, that's my my worst song, I guess. It's just short, I guess. Kind of takes a minute to get going, but I don't know. It's a fucking cool song. This record's amazing. This record's ridiculous.
Yeah, totally.
Fuck
Totally, dude. All right, so my number 2, the album of the week, Maniacal Laughter. You know, we're not going to get into this right now because we're going to do a full episode on it in just in about 10, 15 minutes. So, yeah, go listen to that episode if you want to hear us talk about Maniacal Laughter and that era of the band.
Pissy about it.
So, number 1 for you, obviously Maniacal Laughter. So, it's How I Spent My Summer Vacation. That's my number 1. 5th record from 2001. The first record with Michael McDermott. Shal had left the band just prior to this. He had like a mental breakdown, and they fired him, and they never talked to him again. As far as we know, they never really talked to him again. But they talked to his brother and some other people in town, and they say he's doing well. But yeah, he completely disappeared. I tried looking him up too.
None.
After he left the band, I could not find anything. No social media presence, no LinkedIn, no like maybe he became a doctor.
I mean, like, do you want to talk about it here or there? Because I think it's fucking like clearly this guy was going through some horrible, horrible shit.
I mean, I'm only bringing it up. I'm only bringing it up because it happened just prior to How I Spent My Summer Vacation. But we can keep it for the main pod too because there's not a shit ton to talk about.
There's not.
So yeah, How I Spent My Summer Vacation. This is their pop punk classic. Every song hits so fucking hard with those melodies. It's fast. It's aggressive at moments. Michael McDermott is a killer fucking drummer for this band. His fills, he's loud as hell. He drives the song so hard and so fast. The songs are just absolutely fucking killer. Right from the get-go, that song, dude, like, come on. And it's just like, it's fucking chaos. And then Private Radio, and then you get into True Believers, and so on and so forth. Then you end with Gone. Like, literally their biggest ballad and their best ballad with Gone.
They close shows with that. Like,
it's so
for
good.
Years, decades.
It's a cheesy song, but it fucking works, man. It fucking works. I mean, it's songs that you're listening to. You're like, well, actually, this song might be the best song on the record. Get to the next one. No, this song's better. No, this song's better. No, this song. It was hard. It's hard, like picking a best off of this record because I mean, every song hits so incredibly hard. The only weak point is Streetlight Serenade. Not that it's a bad song, but it's an interlude. It's an instrumental interlude. You don't really need it, but it's still cool. And my banger, Manthem. Who cares? That song it instantly gets you pumped. When they play that song, this is like you get with all your homies and you just fucking get in the pit and just fucking run around, push each other, push everybody else, stage dive. Some people are stage diving. You know, it's just it's absolute mayhem when they play Manthem. Really, when they play any songs off of this record.
Yeah.
So, yeah, How I Spent My Summer Vacation is to me easily their best record. Like, by far their best record. Not even close. Not even close. So there you go. That's my number 1. How I Spent My Summer Vacation.
Good. So, those are decent rankings. I've heard better, but those are decent.
Yeah, the best, Jerry, the best. So now that's it for those rankings. So let's jump into our top 10 Bouncing Souls songs because we did each make a playlist on Spotify. We ranked them from worst to best. There's only 10 songs, like I said. So let's just run through them real quick.
On this, I wonder if we're doing on the main episode.
I thought we were doing on this one because we're already ranking.
I don't know. Like, I don't remember what we did last time.
We have never done this before.
We did on the Atreyu.
No, you didn't.
Oh no,
do it
yeah,
on
you're right. You got mad at me for not doing it on Atreyu.
I did. Yeah, I got mad at you, and then I said, let's just do this from now on. This will be a common thing with every episode.
I feel like we did this already though.
We did it with
Pitbull. We did on Pitbull.
We did a Pitbull.
Oh, but that was just one episode.
Yeah.
Oh, so now we get to decide, should we do it on the rankings here?
We're going to do it on the rankings. Let's just do it on the rankings.
Gotcha.
Let's do it on the rankings.
Okay.
Makes more sense.
It does.
So, What do you? So then top 10 bouncing soul songs. Let's kind of like just shoot back and forth. We don't have to go deep into some of these, but
it was tough. It was fucking tough. Like I legit
really
felt bad for taking some of these songs off because I don't know. I felt like it was a slight to the band and almost like they were with me and like they would have been disappointed. But like there's only like we can only choose 10. We have to choose the 10.
I
right?
know. It was so hard. Because originally I put like 24 songs on the playlist, and then I was like moving them up and down. Like I would go down and so I like move one up, and then one would go down. I'm like, oh fuck, do I really want that one to go lower? And then it was just, and then once I got to like the bottom 3, like 7 through 10, that was the hardest for me to like, what am I going to exclude from my actual top 10 list? Yeah, it was a tough one. It was a tough top 10 for this band because they have so many beyond bangers.
It was not fun.
So what do you got for number 10?
East Coast Fuck You. I think that has to be in their top 10. It has to be.
Yeah, it's my number 10 as well. Good. It's a 1 minute song, and it perfectly encapsulates their live performance. It's so good. So number 10, East Coast Fuck You. What do you got for number 9?
Number 9, Coin Toss Girl. That's
crazy.
As I talked about it, this is like one of my favorite choruses, if not my favorite chorus they've ever done. It just it resonated with me in a way that I cannot fucking believe. It is so obnoxiously catchy. I can't. As the kids say, I can't even.
But of all songs from fucking Comet, that's the one you throw into a top 10
because
list?
This is Bouncing Souls, bro. Like Bouncing Souls is not a punk band. They're not like a fucking 7 Seconds or a Minor Threat punk band. They're not a punk band.
They're a pop punk band. Yeah.
They're not even a pop punk band. They're like a bunch of like whiny kids that just make mid-tempo songs but have a fast like break in them or have a fast verse. Like they're not really a punk band. They never have been. They never will be.
Okay. So my number 9, Hopeless Romantic. It was a tough one. It was either this or Monday Morning Amp Brigade, but Hopeless Romantic. That chorus.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Even think that Monday Morning would make it in the top 10. That's crazy. Don't be silly.
It was just below the top 10 for me.
Fuck them all. No regrets. That's my favorite part so much.
It's so good. I know. So yeah, Hopeless Romantic, my number 9. What do you got for number 8?
Gone, like maybe like one of the best like just pop punk like ballads ever.
Yeah.
It's like Gone is cheesy as fuck. Like straight up. It is so cheesy. But damn, dude, they own it. And not only do they own it, but they close shows out with it. Not only do they only close shows out with it, but they've been doing it for 20 years.
I know.
They've been doing it for 20 fucking years.
Since 2001, yeah.
Like my God. And I'll tell you, like hearing Gone on record is one thing. But when you either like hear it live or see them do it live, it kind of goes like, oh, I get it now. I get why people like this fucking song. Because they draw it out
definitely
like 6, 8,
it definitely
7
hits
minutes.
different. Yeah, it definitely hits different when it's live.
So Gone, like for me, Gone has to be in top 10. It's their best like ballad, and they do a lot of fucking ballads, and I think they're very proud of their ballads.
They're very proud of So all right, my number 8, Lamar Vanoy from Maniacal Laughter. I mean, come on.
Damn, that sounds so good.
I know you gotta love singing. You gotta love singing just the oi oi oi, and then the Lamar Vanoy. You know, it's just the way that Greg sings and his enunciation of it's fucking so dumb, but I love it. So Lamar Vanoy, my number 8. What do you got for 7?
Hopeless Romantic, number 7.
It's a good spot for it. It's a good spot.
I think this
Great
is an appropriate spot.
Yeah. All right, so my number 7, Baptized from the Comet record.
That's crazy.
Like I mentioned, opener, and it's the best song on the record. It really is. This is the best of everything that they've done in one single song. Baptized, fucking banger of a song, and people need to listen to this record more. So, what do you got for number 6?
Number 6, the Gold Song. This is this is like that like it's not even a dark horse. This should be in every top 10 Bouncing Souls list because it's fucking perfect.
It's that fucking good.
And it starts off with the bottles dropping too. Like someone dropped a bottle in the movie theater. Yeah. Like that's dumb. God, that song's good.
It's really dumb. But that chorus is beyond fucking catchy. So that's it's also my number 6. The Gold Song is my number 6.
This is like from the first time I got my drum set at the house too. Like I've always had different like playlists, and I should probably play more and practice more, but I don't because I'm lazy. But this has always been on my drum playlist, my practice playlist, always.
I like it.
Just because I like playing it. I don't give a fuck. That the
so dumb. All right. So my number 5, or what's your number 5?
True Believers. I don't think this is like the best song from the Bouncy Souls, but like this is it. This is my starting
This is quintessential.
point. This is
and it's
like,
a starting
this is
point.
it.
Yeah. So my number 5 is "Sing Along Forever" from Anchors Away. I mean, how can you go wrong with that fucking chorus? I mean, it's just it's truly beyond banger, and so late in their career as well. They just put out something truly fucking incredible in this song. Sing Along Forever.
To name a song "Sing Along Forever," you think like, bro, this better be good. And like,
yeah, and
it's better.
It is,
right? Like, it's better.
It really is.
Fuck you,
really
man.
All right, so what do you got for number 4?
Number 4 is "Kate is Great."
That's crazy that this song is even. That didn't even make my like top 40. My top 40 Bouncing Souls.
This was the first. This is the first Bouncing Souls song that I downloaded and got on my computer. Because I thought I was downloading something. I thought I was downloading something else, and I got this one, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this is good."
It's good. It's a good song, but damn, dude, not even top 40. It didn't even make my
top
my
40.
top 40. It didn't even make my top 40.
You're
didn't even
stupid.
Make my top 40.
You're stupid.
Top
You're
45.
Stupid.
I'm sorry, my top 45 did not make the top 45. So I don't make the rules. So my number 4 is "True Believers" from How I Spent My Summer Vacation. Like we just said, you know, this is what got us kind of into the band, and this is their most popular song, and there's a reason for it because it's fucking incredible. So my number 4. What do you got for number 3?
Johnny X, baby. Give him the X.
Dude, buckle up, man. Buckle up. Buckle up. I can't believe
We'll talk about
from
that
Maniacal Laughter. That's crazy. Okay. So my number 3, Manthem from How I Spent My Summer Vacation. Yeah, 2 in a row. I don't give a fuck. This album's fucking incredible, and it's chock full of bangers. I don't care. Manthem, we talked about it a lot. It's so fucking good. So what do you got for number 2?
Number 2, Manthem. We just talked about it.
There we go. Number 2 for me, Here We Go from Maniacal Laughter. I can't believe this did not break your top 10. That's incredible. That's
because it's the studio version. I don't
care.
Like
I don't
the studio
care.
version compared to how they do it live. And I don't give a fuck if that's cheating or whatever. I don't care. There's no
stupid.
restrictions. You
It's
said
stupid.
earlier, no restrictions. I don't care.
But you can
I
still
love
be
the way
dumb.
they go, here we go, here we go, here we go. And like the bass comes, do, 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 do.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
So that's
it
my
does
number
not
2.
hit. It does not hit. You know it doesn't hit as
But
hard on
we'll
studio
get
as it does
we'll
live.
get more
Okay. All right.
we'll get more into it on the main episode.
Like Wolverine,
A lot, dude. So what do you got for number 1?
Their
favorite
best
Bouncing Souls.
We said the best. These are our favorite. This is not like the objective. These are our favorite.
But my subjective is also the objective. So
Your subject is fucking stupid as shit.
what do you got for number 1? Go.
Argyle, bro. Argyle. My favorite
that's so
Bouncing
dumb.
Soul song. Like that's not even
so
fucking
dumb.
close.
That is so
not
so
even
dumb.
close.
So dumb.
So good. Tell me your dumb ass fucking idiot, dumb shit, dog poop eating fucking number 1 song. Go ahead.
Blind Date
There
from
we
Anchors
go.
Away.
There we go.
Dude, why do you talk shit about this song?
Bouncing Souls like 2 years ago, and like this one song that's like the punk song, and it sounds like kind of heavy, but it's also really fast and stuff like that. But it doesn't sound like the Bouncing Souls, therefore it's my favorite song. That's what you just said to me. Go ahead.
We've been into the Bouncing Souls the same amount of time. But yeah, no, Blind Date, I mentioned it earlier. This is just a very kind of unique song in their whole repertoire. It's probably one of the heaviest songs they've ever done. One of the most aggressive songs they've done, but it's still very, very catchy, and it's wild. That breakdown, that bridge is incredible. I love Blind Date. Go check it out. Nobody talks about this record enough, and nobody talks about this song enough. I don't think they've ever played this song live either. So that's it. Our top 10 Bouncing Souls. So stay tuned for the main episode because we are getting into Maniacal Laughter from the Bouncing Souls. So that's all I got. Everything, are you good?
They've been good.
All right, so that's it.
So I'm getting pregnant from
That's all.
Santa. They've been good.
That's it. That's all. Great conference.